Hey guys, it's Lala, and you're watching Lala Tarot. Today we are looking at the Manifesting with the Fairies Oracle card by Karen K. And I love fairies. Like anyone who knows me will tell you, baby, I love me a good fairy or two. I have a whole collection full, and yeah, it's just really sweet energy. So I'm actually really excited to open this and share this with you guys. This deck is published by Hay House, and you're going to get 44 cards as well as an oracle guide. It's really beautifully packaged, and I'm excited. You know, this is Karen K's second oracle card related to fairies that I'm aware of, or that I have in my collection. So we'll check out a little bit about the differences and things like that, and we'll talk through that. But let me just quickly read the back of this for you. It says, call upon the fairies to grant your wishes with this magical oracle. Fairies are the Earth's original manifestors. Fairy Whisperer Karen K shows you how to call upon their kindness to manifest your deepest desires, be that health, wealth, or happiness. Each card will show the wish a particular fairy is granting. The guidebook provides affirmations, insights, and ways you can manifest this wish. So we'll talk about the guidebook. We'll look at that and go through that as well. But this is pretty much the box. The packaging is a typical Hay House two-piece box. It's pretty sturdy actually. And it opens up just like this. So inside you're going to get manifesting is an inside and outside job. Now let us begin. So pretty straightforward. I really do like that. These are the backs of the cards. And like I said, we are going to check out her previous deck as well and kind of look through that. But these are the backs. Very beautiful. And I'm not going to show you the fronts, but they're not gilded or anything like that. But just standard oracle size and really beautiful. You are also going to get that guidebook that was mentioned there, and this one is really great. I love Hay House guidebooks. I really do. It packs so much information in just a very small guidebook that you can literally throw in your purse. So I really love that. There's no pictures or anything like that. There's no color inside, but you can see that you'll get the word there. You'll get sort of a phrase, and then it'll go into a full explanation about the actual card, which is like a 2-page definition. So that's pretty lengthy. It also gives you a manifestation and an affirmation. So you're getting tons of information with this, and it's really helpful. I really like that. There may also be some spreads up in here. I'm not really big on spreads myself personally, but it'll talk to you about how to prepare for a card reading, and it'll go on into how to manifest with the fairies and some spreads as well. So you do get a few of those, which is always super helpful, right? So before we go ahead and flip through this deck, I want to just kind of rewind, just kind of take it back a little bit and talk about Karen's first fairy deck, which is so beautiful. This has really been a staple in my fairy collection, and I just love this. I don't know if it's the pink that I love about it, but I don't know. I really like the colors, and it's so gentle. These are the backs of the original. And let's just quickly kind of look at what the previous deck looked like, the artwork, the art style. So you can see it's beautiful. You can see that it has that key phrase on there. And then at the bottom, it kind of goes into an expanded meaning of that phrase. What I like about this one is that you don't really have to heavily rely on the guidebook, since you do have that extra message down there. So you can just kind of pull a card and keep on going with your reading without stopping and going into that guidebook. But I like this one a lot. I love the fairies. I think they're beautiful. I love the colors, and the artwork is really nice. So this is Karen's first fairy deck here, which a lot of you may have or be familiar with already. Let me know below if you do have this one. Put that down there and let me know if you picked this one up already. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so now that with that in mind, let's go ahead and check out the newer one. Excuse me, I just dropped the whole guidebook. Slippery hands. Another thing I love about fairies too are they are so playful. So a lot of times when you start working with fairies, you'll get stuff like that where you're like dropping stuff, and because the fairies want you to lighten up and have fun. They bring in this like childlike energy, which is why I really love working with fairies. So if I drop a thing or two, it's not my fault, y'all. It's just that the fairies are here being playful. So but let's go ahead and flip through this one here. This is the newer deck, right? And let's just quickly look through the artwork. So as you can see, it's a very, very different color palette than the first one that we looked at, right? Very different, but beautiful. We have balance. We have beauty. Another difference is that the fairies in this deck aren't as obvious as the other ones. Like this one doesn't really look like a fairy to me, right? Not upon first glance. So they're not as obvious, as the fairies in the original fairy deck. Compassion. But this one is very, very much so vibrant, very vibrant in its colors. Confidence. Courage. And creativity. Empathy. Empowerment. Energy. Enlightenment. I like that. I think that's really beautiful with the flowers and the meditation. I really like this card a lot. Enthusiasm. Foresight. Now this deck reminds me a lot of, I think it's Kyle Gray's decks, in that it uses these really bright colors, really vivid colors. It just, I don't know why and what it is about it. It's reminding me of some of Kyle Gray's angel decks. I don't know if it's a Hay House thing or what, but that's what it's kind of giving. Health and vitality, which is beautiful. Intuition. Joy. These do have like a glossy, shiny finish, so just kind of keep that in mind. It's not a matte finish, so you're going to get that gloss and that shine to it as well, okay? Knowledge. It's very diverse, okay? So that's one thing that I'm liking and enjoying about it, is the diversity in it. Leadership. Love and light. Now, one of the things that is different as well with this one is that it doesn't have that, that phrase down there, that extra information down at the bottom. So with that, I don't think that the words are, complicated to the point that you couldn't just look at them and apply luck, to your reading however you see fit. But I always like to have that down there. It just helps me kind of sometimes just affirm some of the things that I've already said in the reading or talked about. It really helps a lot when you get that, just confirmation of things that you've already mentioned while doing the reading from an oracle. So, that's helpful. With this one, if you're early on in your practice, you might rely a little heavier on that guidebook, which is okay as well. But a lot of times, you know, when I'm doing readings, I just want my intuition to flow. I want my connection with spirit to flow, and I don't want to take out like a guidebook. I don't want to, definitely don't want to take out like my phone to do like a PDF guidebook. I don't want to flip through pages. Like I just want to, you know, kind of connect with the cards at that moment. So at some point, you know, you'll want to kind of back away from that a little bit, you know. Prosperity, I really think that's beautiful, and I love those colors. Sacred space, self-care, sensitivity, sovereignty. I like the purple. Strength. Now I really like this one, success. I love that background, right? That's beautiful. Trust. Versatility. And wishes granted. All right, so that is the Manifesting with the Fairies Oracle by Karen K. So this is her second fairy deck. You know, what do you guys think about that? Do you like that in contrast to the where did I put that? Here it is. Sorry. In contrast with the Oracle of the Fairies, or do you think they will work well together? You know, what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this baby right here? I really like the backs, and I really like that the colors. But they're so bold that sometimes I'm like, oh my god, what deck would I use with this? Because they're so bold. You know, do I have any decks that are going to really match that tone? If you guys can think of anything, let me know. Leave that below. What decks are you going to pair up with this one if you do decide that you want to pick it up? Let's go ahead and pull us a card and see what our fairy message is for us at this time. Can we have a message, please? Our fairies, we love you and we thank you. Let us get a message at this time. All right, let's see, guys. What is our message? Okay. All right, our message is enthusiasm. All right, that's giving us a little aloha feelings. Let me look that up in this guidebook and tell you guys what is enthusiasm all about. It says, when you wake up each morning, say yes to life. Nurture fairy fervor for living in a proactive way. As she dances beside the ocean, this fairy queen is demonstrating her zest for life. Her wish is that you too feel enthusiasm for the things that bring joy to your heart, body, and spirit. She says that enthusiasm and motivation go hand in hand, and that when you combine them, others can be inspired by your approach. For a group of enthusiastic, motivated people, anything and everything is possible. You can train yourself to be more enthusiastic by literally jumping out of bed in the morning and saying or shouting yes, even if you don't feel like it. And if you're super brave, you can even take a cold shower or an ice bath, as this really will give you the energy and motivation for your day. Okay, the card goes on to talk a little bit more about your manifestation, and it says that manifest enthusiasm by seeing everything as a divine service, whether it's serving yourself or others. You'll feel far more fulfilled and energized, whatever the task at hand. And it has this affirmation that says, I am highly motivated to live my life as fully as possible. My enthusiasm is catching. So I think it's cute. I think it's a really cute message. And I do think that the message is true. Because I know myself personally, like, I was tired. I'm just going to keep it real, guys. Before I made this video, I was tired. And so I really like how they talk about, you know, approaching things with the spirit of enthusiasm and being of service to others. So, and that's really how I wanted to kind of approach this video, is giving you guys something to show me, show you what I've picked up, you know, if this is something that you would like, or, you know, that you think would be helpful in your collection. So just kind of leave me that comment below. They shuffle very nice. They're very beautiful. Let me know if this is something that you want to pick up, or, you know, are you thinking about putting this in your collection? You have been watching the walkthrough of the Manifesting with the Fairies by Karen K. And I thank you so much for watching Lala Tarot. I will see you in my next video. Bye.